This poem is called Freedom, subtitled Zeitgeist. I wrote this in 2010, but I think it's more relevant today than ever. Here goes. And by, I might add, pleased to add, I should say, by much request. Freedom's been arrested just for speaking his mind. He's looking at the death sentence. They said treason was his crime, and we all know he's innocent. But is this fight worth our time? Do we form a resistance or continue to be blind to this new world order? It's what your fear and consumption brought you. It's what the media taught you to believe, and they gave Justice just 2 weeks to grieve for the loss of freedom and arrested her too, on trumped up charges of some law they've introduced. And we can talk till we're blue in the face, but who's going to take the place of freedom? Now our rights have been held hostage, and it's only profit-driven, greedy men who run the major institutions. And politicians lie and undermine all our solutions. Mind pollution, new world order. It's not safe to drink the water. Hard to raise your sons and daughters as a family in this nanny state. And as we wait for answers from the Chancellor on the economy, our debts stack up sky high, and so we sacrifice autonomy, and like astronomy, we studied the stars on silver screens. Wanting that lifestyle to be ours, we bought into the dreams. But with freedom behind bars, things ain't as cushy as they seem, not when our faith's in credit cards that offer us those fake reward schemes. And the more they stagnate the interest rate, the more we need to borrow. With no thought on problems we create for the children of tomorrow. It's our self-important state of mind that's brought us into sorrow. Don't pay late or fall behind, the consequences are hard to swallow. It's like we're following the footsteps of those slaughtered at Gomorrah, because we're worshipping false idols and allowing New World Order to run system checks and index every aspect of our being. Don't expect to be shown respect, no, because it's a while since anyone's seen him. The glass ceiling's boarded up to prevent you smashing through. Your career ladder's a bluff, a fact you probably always knew. And be wary of that cough, for it can mean you have swine flu. And the vaccine's scary stuff that increases the risks to you now. Diseases being designed in labs might sound like science fiction. The cures are stored behind closed doors, and we're sold repeat prescriptions. You see, it's a dealer's market where bad health is profitable. They even charge to park your car outside the hospital. Now, not all biological weapons are loaded with explosives. They're microscopic germs in essence, absorbed for osmosis. They're injected into what you eat. They're sprayed on fields of crops. They hide inside the vaccinations for measles and smallpox. Yes, my friends, Big Brother's hostile and is in league with the army. It was a Navy submarine missile that caused Asia's tsunami. From earthquake devastation to floods and hurricanes, we all sent in donations and we blamed it on climate change, but let freedom's death come as a warning was what Mother Nature cried, because the threat of global warming has now been pushed to one side. And we'll all get wet while mourning on the day that freedom dies, and our regret will be like a hornet's sting, so it comes as no surprise that microchipping's next on the agenda. First it's voluntary members, then they'll make it mandatory, and that's when we'll all be sorry. You can call me Paro, but it was clairvoyant who showed me where the arrows point, and I'm just here to spread a message, because this won't get press coverage. You won't see this on the news. They restrict the things the public views, like Muslims praying while facing east, being forced to take on the mark of the beast. It's slavery to the 7th power, with a curfew set to the 11th hour. And if you rebel, incite or provoke, they'll just switch your chip off and leave you dead broke. The last letter freedom wrote, as he awaited execution, was addressed to justice, liberty, hope, karma and retribution. And it read, try your best to cope. There just might be a revolution, but when man and machine elope, they'll advertise it as evolution. Thank you. My name is Sirius Rush.